What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, as you see here, Shakur Stevenson did an interview with, I don't know this dude's, I can't pronounce his name, Mario Harania, however you pronounce his name. And he brought up two first ballot Hall of Famers. Shakur Stevenson is a first ballot Hall of Famer fighting. He's a 4-division champion, Olympic silver medalist, should have been an Olympic gold medalist, former unified super featherweight, and reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion. Undefeated, 25 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He said, would you fight? And the fight that we all want to see is you and another first ballot Hall of Famer, 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion. Superstar boxer, who is top 5 as well, pound for pound best fighters in the world, and the Devin the Dream Haney, who has 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. Are you going to fight him? Would you fight him? Shakur Stevenson goes on to say, it's interesting. That's a good fight. I would like that fight. And it could happen, but it got to happen at a catchweight again. And he's saying that Devin Haney fought Jose Ramirez 2 fights ago at a catchweight of 144. So why can't he fight him at 144? Then he says, Floyd Mayweather put a catchweight on Canelo Alvarez, and nobody talks about that. Everybody talks about the performance. This is why these fighters need to educate themselves before they say stuff. Floyd didn't put a catchweight on Canelo Alvarez, Shakur. Canelo Alvarez brought up the catchweight. And Floyd just held him to his word because he was trying to embarrass Floyd. Canelo Alvarez is the one that was fighting on Floyd's undercard. Then he got upset and he said, Floyd is not agreeing to fight me like we have planned, to build me up on his undercard, and then he fights me. He's still saying I'm not ready, and that one more fight. After he told me to fight Austin Trout, I beat Austin Trout, unified the belts, and now he's still talking about I need one more fight. I'm never going to fight on his undercard again, and if he wants to, if he's scared, I'll fight him at a catchweight of 152. So Floyd said, okay, since you want to put that out there and you want to put the carriage before the horse and I was going to fight you anyway, no problem. And that's 2 pounds. But there's no rehydration clause or none of that. Floyd just simply did that because he was in position of power and Canelo was trying to embarrass him. Floyd was also 37 years of age. He was also 37. You're 28. Canelo was 23. Devin Haney's actually a year younger than you. You saying Devin Haney fought Jose Ramirez. Yeah, that was after a year layoff and a tune-up. We all knew he had plans to go back to 147. Him and Ryan both struggled at 140. Devin just was disciplined enough. And he was also, unlike Ryan Garcia, he was professional enough to make the weight, regardless of what it took. Why would he fight you at a catchweight of 144? That makes no sense. When he's feeling his best at 147 right now. You can clearly see it. So you want him to deplete himself to come back down where everybody knows that he has issues with 140 and 135. So why would he come down to deplete himself? And then Shakur says, well, y'all got to remember, I didn't mention him. The question was asked to me. So like I said before, when the question is asked to you, then Shakur Stevenson, you need to say, that's not going to happen because he fight at 147, I fight at 140. Period. Just dead the whole conversation. I fight at 140, he fights at 147. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. It is what it is. But he knows that he's going to get bombarded because he put it out there that he wanted to unify the belts at 147. And eventually he was going to dominate 147. You feel like they're going to have an advantage if they come in at 147. So you want to put stipulations on them so that you have the advantage and they are depleted. That makes no sense. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Devin Haney is not even talking about fighting Shakur Stevenson. He's trying to get the fight with the rematch with Ryan Garcia, trying to fight Rolly Romero. These were the options that Devin Haney is focused on. Yeah, Shakur's on the list like father, trainer, manager, CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions. Bill Haney says Shakur's on that list. They want to make it happen, but why would they give you the advantage? It don't make sense. You sized up Devin Haney and you said, you're not that big. You sizing up Ryan Garcia and you said, you're not that big. But you want them to come down to deplete themselves where you know you're going to have an advantage. Well, therefore, that lets us know that you're not confident that you can beat them guys. And then you're saying, y'all just know I'm like that. But y'all want to hate on me. No, if you like that, you don't need stipulations. And nobody's hating on you. That sounds ridiculous. I'm getting sick and tired of these generations. Every time you critique something, they say, oh, you hating on me. Nobody's hating on you, brother. You said you was going to 147 and unify the belts. Nobody's hating on you. Stop saying that. That sounds silly. Nobody's hating on you. Period. Just stop talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. When you're asked about it, say, listen, I fight at 140 and 135. Them guys is bigger than me. They fight a high weight class. That's it. That's all. Talk to me about the guys in and around my division. Leave it alone. Period. It's getting sillier by the day. You want them to deplete themselves so you can have an advantage. But then you say, I'm like that. I'm him. That makes no sense. Handicapping them, you ain't him then. If you got to handicap them, Canelo still outweighed Floyd by 20 pounds the night of the fight. And was, 14 years younger than him. He was legit 37 already. Make that make sense. It's like your big brother, Terrence Crawford. He just fought Canelo 3 weight classes above him. At 37 years old, no catch weight, no rehydration clauses. And everybody said he's going to get knocked out. And guess what Terrence Crawford did? He showed that he's like that. He's him. That's what Terrence Crawford did. I'm him. I'm like that. I don't need catch weights. I don't need rehydration clauses. None of that. And he's older than Canelo Alvarez. That's what I'm like that looks like. Period. So you got it twisted when you mentioned in Floyd Mayweather in the 2 pounds that Canelo fought at 147, and Canelo was the one that threw that out there because he thought that he was going to shame Floyd Mayweather and told the world that Floyd Mayweather was scared of him. That's why that took place. Floyd, like he said, he didn't care. 54, 52, it didn't matter. If he cared, he would have put a rehydration clause on him, period. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Boo Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.